Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for Boku no Hero Academia, aka My Hero Academia, Chapter 42. Alright, and this chapter starts off with Tokoyami fighting against Bakugou. Alright, and Bakugou is actually able to figure out Tokoyami's weakness about how light will make his shadow less powerful, and it's the light from Bakugou's explosions that help him realize this. So he manages to take advantage of that, get behind Tokoyami, hit him with a stun grenade, and then kind of put Tokoyami in a position where he just had to surrender, or else he was going to die. I mean, I'm sure Bakugou wouldn't have actually gone through with it and actually killed him, but he probably would have at least knocked him out or something. So Tokoyami is just like, okay, I give. All right, he really didn't have a choice in the matter. All right, Bakugou though, his facial expressions are so good. The facial expressions this dude makes, they're just so great. This guy has the makings of a great villain. But I think that I think it's so obvious that he'll become a villain that he's not actually going to become a villain, and it'll just be this excuse me. It'll just be this giant swerve where everyone expects him to become a villain, and then he just actually becomes one of the best heroes instead. Like I think that would be no, I think that's a swerve that's gonna happen, where he gets built up to be a villain and instead just overcomes it all and becomes a hero instead. I think that would actually be pretty cool. I want to see that now. But his facial expressions are so good; they have the making of such a great villain. I kind of want to see both. I kind of want to see both. Oh man. Maybe we can get some type of quirk that involves time travel or something, or like we get to see a parallel world where Bakugou is actually a villain. Because the only reason I even say that is because one, the season finale of The Flash, which was amazing, by the way. If you're not watching The Flash, you should watch it. Catch up somehow. I don't know how, but find some way to catch up to The Flash. First season has like what, 22 episodes or something like that. 22, 23. Okay, really freaking good. At first, it was kind of slow. I'll admit. I think it was around like mid-season finale where things like really started to get good. And from there, it just gets better and better and better. And that finale was incredible. Okay, and if you know anything about the Flash, he can run faster than time, so he can he can run through the time stream and like see parallel worlds and crap. So like that's one of the things that made me think of it, but also because I just got done reading a comic that featured both Supergirl and Power Girl. And if you don't know, Power Girl is Supergirl, but from a parallel world. So so I've got like parallel worlds in the brain right now. So I'm thinking like, oh, well, maybe we can see someone with a quirk that's that's a see a parallel world where Bakugou is actually a villain. That would be so legit. All right, but I I won't. I mean, actually, no. It's not like it's impossible. We saw it with Naruto in the Road to Ninja movie with people with like an alternate world and different personalities and crap. So it's not like it's a concept that wouldn't be used in shonen. It's been used before, but I don't want to get. I'm not going to get my hopes up. But his expressions are so good. Those evil smiles that he has are so great. Anyway, let me just move on because I'm fanboying too much about Bakugou's smile. Like, it's just so weird. Anyway, Bakugou is great. He makes Tokoyami surrender, and that means that Bakugou is going to face Todoroki in the finals. All right. It's after this that we see Ida get a phone call from his mother saying, alerting him to the fact that Ingenium got attacked by a villain. We still technically don't know what his official status is because they don't say Ingenium was killed. They don't say he was severely injured. They don't say anything. They just say the villain got him. What does that even mean? And who would use that type of language? Like if a mother is telling their son about his brother being attacked, who says, "Oh, a villain got him"? Like that's like so. I don't want to say informal or insensitive, but like it's so like not. I feel like your language would be different in that situation. I don't know. It's weird, but whatever. The point is that Ida gets a call and he figures out that his brother was attacked. Okay. Um, Now we see this villain. Okay, hero killer. or Stain or whatever they want to call. Was that even his name? Was like, eh, is his name actually Stain? Like what? Like I'm just gonna keep calling him Hero Killer because I don't because it was kind of like the one speech bubble where because we what ends up happening is that we see the Hero Killer and he ends up getting approached by Black Mist of all people. So I smell a bit of a team up here, okay, which would be pretty legit. I'm not gonna lie, all right, but we see Black Mist talking to him, and we see the speech bubble pointing in that direction, but then the one that actually has the word stain has no arrow pointing at anybody, it's just there. So I don't know who was actually saying that. So it's possible. I'm sure it was Black Mist saying it, though. I'm pretty sure. But is that actually the hero killer's name? Stain? What? Whatever. I'm just going to keep calling him Hero Killer. All right. Hero Killer gets approached by Black Mist. Uh, Black Mist talks about how they're on the same side and all that. And I smell a bit of a team up here. All right, because they're both obsessed. All these dudes are obsessed with All Might. All right, so I smell a bit of a team up coming here, and it'll be really freaking good too. All right, but that's a pretty short part of the chapter. The last part of the chapter involves Bakugou accidentally confronting Todoroki. He goes into the one room and he thinks it's his, but it's really not. And Todoroki's in there. He's like, "Oh, well, the wrong room, my bad." All right, but they end up talking, and Todoroki ends up bringing up Izuku, and this is not something Bakugou is happy about because the things that Todoroki are bringing up specifically in terms of like Izuku helping him out and saving him, that stuff brings up parts of Bakugou's past that he doesn't want to remember because those were times. Because Bakugou has a lot of pride and he considers himself to be very strong. But it's at those times, it's those moments that Todoroki brought up, it's those moments Todoroki made him remember where he felt the weakest and he hates that feeling. So he doesn't just remembering it pisses him off and he just doesn't want to remember. All right. And in the end, Bakugou just gets angry and says, "You know what? Screw you. I will beat you at your best, use your flames, and I'll still crush you." All right. And that's how the chapter ends. Oh, I mean, technically the chapter ends with the match officially starting, but like we don't see anything, it's just like the face off pretty much. All right, Bakugou with another one of his great facial expressions. Bakugou is just great. I love this dude. This dude is just great. Like, how can you not like Bakugo? I mean, his personality does sometimes leave a lot to be desired, but it's cool. Like I can kind of understand people not liking him, but the guy is just so great. Like, you just gotta like him. I mean, he's just so good. Like, he's probably my favorite character in the series right now. Like, he's just that epic. But whatever. I'll save my fanboying for another time. Um, as for this chapter, I mean, I enjoyed all the scenes that had Bakugo in it. So whether it's Tokoyami or Todoroki, I really did enjoy those, and I thought they were really good. I like the prospect of Hero Killer, Black Mist, and all them from the Ultimate Space and Jams arc. I like the prospect of them teaming up. Um, and Ida finding out about his brother was kind of really short, but it'll obviously lead somewhere. To Ida being incredibly invested in whatever happens next. So I'll give this chapter. I'm stuck between an 8.5 and a 9 because like both kind of out. 8.75. Like, I don't want to give like that many decimals. That's ridiculous. Whatever. 8.59, whichever you prefer. It could be either one of those, really. All right. It was a really good chapter. So how about I just put it like that? All right. It was a really good freaking chapter. 8.5, 8.75, 9, whichever one of the three you prefer. It's gay. It's one of those. It was a really freaking good chapter. Okay. So that's that, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at BlacklistOTA. And I'll see you guys next time.